alam pa rin nila, budots, alam mo yun, nasa budots pa lang sila. But, Myujishanshippu update po, ho. Ganun na. Nasa ganyan na ako. And pati gets ko na kung sino yung magiging next na presidente, blah, blah, blah. Ay, ganito lang yan. Sure, I could be like that. But no, I'm not. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Kamusta? This is just like a update for in terms of status musician and producer family and other maybe some political stuff that I've been thinking about. I usually do this pag start of the year, end of the fiscal year. And I explain maybe towards so this is the intro disclaimer part, right? I explain it thoroughly, at least towards the end usually, and then I stop around 20 minutes. Kasi yung attention span ng bawat tao na measure na for about 20 minutes, which is kind of like a TED Talk kind of thing if you want to go deep into it. Some of the followers or some of the people na I notice are viewing this, pahapyaw lang, gusto lang nilang may makita yung mukha ko or something like that, or like check out where I'm at. But a good like 10% Pareto principle is applied also, like a good 10% is a really good listener, like I'm still in touch with the Someday Dream fam slash, creative community. Always. So parang ganun, this is just that kind of video. Again, the title is status musician and producer fam and some political thinking on my part. And also, sinasanay ko yung, my voice is gonna be like, pipilitin ko muna mag Tagalog or use some of my Tagalog, however dismantled it has been, base Tagalog, kumbaga. Kasi, hindi naman ako lasing, hindi naman ako, bagong gising ako. Hindi naman ako so usually when I'm like really up there and light and some people like that, like yung medyo ganung vibe. Englishero talaga ako pag ganun. Pero pag yung ganito lang, yung nagre-record lang ako, I can really see the timer in front of me. Mas maganda nga yung halo-halong base Tagalog na kung ano-anong tono, kumbaga. So I'm just recording this. This is going to be like a rehearsed type of content, meaning this could be, when it comes to, it could be second or third draft already, subtly edited. Usually I'm just refreshing you with my style of vlogging. I have a new camera. I'm still using, setting wise, we're in the midst of like really, what do you call, midst of construction basically. And in terms of how I don't know if you can relate with this, if you're an office worker or a manager or just a usual consumer of like productivity entertainment, like at the end of the fiscal year, a lot of us who think alike, we don't really work that much because syempre kung you have any sense of like hard work in you, you play 3 rounds, 3 quarters, and then you let the 4th quarter run itself, like at least by now dapat medyo gets mo na yun. And like so now we're in the 4th quarter, so parang kung gumawa ka na ng 3 quarters, chill ka lang, lalo na pag matanda ka na. Pero kung bata ka pa in your career, I think hagod, I mean sana at this point, just start of the year, hayok na hayok ka about something. Just don't burn out, like I'm sure kaya nyo naman translate yun sa Tagalog, lagyan nyo ng subtitles on your own, or like, one tip would be like yung Telegram Premium, sobrang cool niya, meron ng GCash integration recently. Gawin nyo, kung ano yung piece of message that you like, just record it and then translate it. It has that kind of function, so I'm kind of in love with that as well. Let's start it. Like status musicianship, status musician. I started this like maybe couple of years ago, maybe almost 5 years ago, na every January I talk about my status musicianship. What exactly is a status musicianship? Musicianship po. So like the quality or the act or the lifestyle of being a musician. What is status there? Yung status being because in my own practice or my own philosophy at least, I don't think there's any other way of being a musician in this country. All the circumstances is on the table, with all the circumstances on the table in this country, like uh, all things, kumbaga, consider mo na lahat and i-generalize mo na wala namang ibang type for me na type ng musician kundi status musicianship. Meaning, it's a status game all the way through. It's not like you made records or you had a hit or like you nakilala mo yung certain people in the industry or OG shit. Wala na yung ganun, wala na yung OPM stuff, wala na yung genre stuff na discussion, which is sad, like I would like to have that discussion, but wala na yun, wala na ABS-CBN musicianship, alam mo yun, wala nang ganun. So the only thing left is status musicianship, like kamusta na siya, kamusta na ba si ganito, maganda pa rin ba si ganito, or cute pa rin ba yung smile niya when, like ganun kababaw lang yun, status musicianship. And like kung mahilig ka sa mga podcast, laging pinag-usapan niya na everyone can play the status game. And so it's status game plus musicianship. And it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't apply to you. Unang-una, kailangan marunong ka lang magsalita or kumakanta ka kahit konti. Or mahilig ka sa musicians for some reason or music for you to understand musicianship in sa kabila, diba, Myujishanshippu. And when I say it like that, parang grabe yung effect sa mind ko. Ito, pag-usapan dito, musicianship. So parang freaking like, it's really serious. I mean, for me, it's kind of serious that I'm there. I've been doing music for around 15 years, and specifically, people like to listen to this because lamang lang sila sa akin ng paligo, diba? Like, like, I assume some of my mentors, pahapyaw na abutan ako. And then we realize, lamang ka lang naman ng, siguro, of course, mas marami kang anak sa akin, pero like, lamang ka lang sa akin ng paligo, you realize, parehas naman tayong may itsura, alam mo yun. Kaya natin mag-record anytime and people actually listen. So like, that is the basis of status musicianship. And also, kunyari, curious ka kung anong ginagamit ko, diba, na gamit. So right now, sira yung mga OP1 ko, but I have to go to Miller's studio for technical difficulties, like things na hindi kaya ng isang engineer, gagawin sa ibang engineering, stuff like that. And then now, of course, I have updated na tapos na yung album. I have decided on what do you call that, a release date. There's gonna be public early access, so it's a good thing. It's a good logical, parang ano lang yung kumbaga nasa tamang hulog lang yung paggawa ng ganitong content ko na video na medyo specific because how do you say, like, in the context of people worried, like, good people worried about me or like the same way that I'm worried about someone, parang bakit yun yung trip mo, bakit yun yung pinapakita mo sa social media. I'm worried that, are you sure that you want to do that? Like, yan ba talaga yung gusto mong ipakita? Like some vague, if you're no, I'm not saying that I look at everyone, like sinasabi ko lang na yun yung context na being worried, like nag-aalala, like because I could feel it, na parang like when I send my music to other people, akala ko wala na eh. Akala ko, but parang sa akin, sa loob-loob, parang sino ba nagsabi sa'yo yung wala na? I just said na I've just mentioned that I'm not gonna be the main vocalist. There's still some Daydream music incoming. I'm still gonna be a producer, and I'm still making music. And walang nagsabi ever, walang nag-announce ever na mawawala yung Some Daydream or something. So parang I'm really worried about like such that I have to address it publicly, like parang ang daming invento na kung ano-anong pinagsasabi na naririnig ko na kesyo wala na daw, kesyo mga ganyan. I'm sure you get what I mean. I don't want to delve into that side of the coin. Um, Kaya, yun, and I have to stick dun lang sa kung ano yung marunong ako, di ba? I can stick with listener biased long format content, like we already have technologies na make a 20-minute video, load it up on some platform, tapos lalagyan niya na ng mga kung ano nung tawag sa ganun, mga kung ano nung label. So parang sobrang cool nun in terms of like how to make music related content these days. So parang that's one of the things na approve. Uh, if you can notice also, there's a lot of upgrades that I'm still working. Yun nga eh. So parang mismo, I'm still upgrading. I'm still like working with even better, younger people. So, and then I still try to integrate it. Diba? Parang, ito close eh. Diba? Parang, kino-close ko pa rin yung kung sino yung mga kilala ko from before. Like, maybe visual artists. I still try to incorporate that to Someday Dream. And it's not usually like, I'm picky with who I work. I only work with the best musicians these days. Pero parang, minsan nisip ko kung payagan na makapag-work ako kasama yung mga bano. Pero I've done that. Nagawa ko na rin yun eh. Nagawa ko na rin yun. So it's not like a part of my status now. Am I enjoying a peak? Siguro I'm enjoying a peak in my lifestyle. Masaya ako. So many reasons to be happy and grateful for. But I'm always hungry with my production style. So parang if a lot of you are curious about the album, this is it. This is like the culmination of the holographic series. So parang tatlong album yun eh. So yung blue, yung green, and then yung red. And then now, we're already doing public access for the trailer. So parang may 10 songs dyan na you can see how red it is. And something like that, like, or just as a color scheme. And I've been known I've been known across industries for like command of color for some weird reason because of my family's history. And I have been writing about that. It's pretty much known about Someday Dream. So parang it's just a good, parang sobrang ang how do you say, like, ang natanggal lang sa masarap na mawala na yun sa isipan ko, yung parang to carry this much pressure about how do you say, like, alam mo yun, parang artistic responsibility or like a movement na kasi nga tapos na yung album, tapos na yung design, and parang kumbaga sa isip ko nakaukit ng anong maging itsura ng font, anong maging itsura nung stylization, or kung paano siya kikwento. Hindi kagaya nung bata pa ako, parang sabog lang, basta pa-cute lang, or like pasikat lang, basta yun eh, ganun eh. Or tapos may bumibili naman. So parang tontuwa naman yung kahit label, tontuwa, diba? Parang ngayon, it's really, I'm pushing more on it's not, yeah, maybe also auteur theory, like to really challenge my authorship kasi matagal na ako nagsusulat. Since 15, 18 years old, nagsusulat na ako and I've been winning awards. So parang sa pride ko man lang, at least, kung ano yung ipapresent ko na sulat, kasama yun, diba? So that's all part of musicianship, the quality of the music, the quality. And music is almost always written. Hindi naman yung music sa akin yung parang, some people gagawa pa sila ng studio bago sila mag-start gumawa ng music. Some people naman magre-renta ng studio, diba? So parang yun yung differences eh. So for me na medyo tenured na, nagawa ko na halos yung ganun, na-try ko na to, na-try ko na dyan, na-try ko na kinaganito, na-try ko na kinaganito, ganyan. And sometimes natutuwa lang ko, everyone's doing really well. Everyone's doing really well. And then but I see some problems in there. Like I see some as producers, diba? I see some really weird stuff going on in there. Like parang patsi-patsi na lang yung ano, medyo archipelago like na I mean, just like in the internet, parang palit na rin ng palit yung mundo ng mga tao. May mga bubbles na well presented, may mga bubbles na they don't want, they're never gonna show you how they do shit. May mga bubbles na siksikan, you know, like uh, that's in terms of bahala kayo kung paano nyo kayo makaka-produce, but all I'm just saying is that does affect kind of how you kung ano yung mapoproduce mong, because environment is very important. Kunyari, kung puro kamatis lang yung tinatanim mo, edi lasang kamatis yung gawa mo, 'di ba? Kung puro bland yung ano mo, yung lifestyle mo, bland yung lifestyle mo, or like bland, you know, like okay lang, chill lang, very mundane, if very hype for example, or very hip hop, very colorful in terms of words, you know, that would really affect how you create your albums. And I've been hearing recently as comments to my style is like, no one knows how to make albums. That's exactly that's what I said 2 years ago. Na parang, hey, no one knows how to make albums. Hey, I know how to make an album. You know, like I come from the generation who knows how to make this stuff. And is there a demand for it? No, because the internet will just social media and like algorithms and Facebook, kabisado na yan eh. Parang they're also looking for what you want, diba? And then if the majority of nodes could be people, could be like data, but they all see it as nodes. The majority of nodes is just looking for something else. You know, alternative, whatever. They don't even type music anymore, diba? Parang it just comes to them like as an option, as a background thing. Pero kung wala naman demand for that, hindi mo makikita yun, diba? You have to ask the thing first before it could give you or point to you where it is. So parang in that sense also, parang as one of those people, maybe I think 500, at least 500, I get to reach like 500 real listeners, you know, like in that sense, sabihin nyo rin yun sa iba, diba, na parang, well, in our bubble, you know, like I only get revealed this because the algorithm allows for us to connect. And that algorithm has been shaped over what, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. So importante yun. I can't be like, hey, I'm just gonna run this ad, rant to nobodies, and like kung sino lang tamaan. No, the algorithm is doing what I want it to be doing for almost like 3, 4, 5 years. So I know exactly who my audience is, and you know, like I know exactly who the listenership is, and you know why I build this parang topics in terms of para siyang red pill content na music related na medyo kasama yung project ko. And it helps me a lot because sometimes I live alone, sometimes my house is too big, and it I know a lot of producers who struggle with like loneliness and like wala ganun yung ginawa nyo sa buhay nyo eh. Parang marami kayong kwarto, marami kayong workstations. What do you expect, man? Like you or I even have to really plan out when I do the vlogs, when I do my sort of quote unquote rants. So parang in that political sense, it's just like I'm closing in with myself, you know, like this is me closing in with myself, like what is the problem with, what is the worry that I have to address? Parang ano yung iniisip ng nasa ganitong mind frame para maintindihan niya na, uy, hindi, mali yung iniisip mo, yung totoo is like meron pang bagong 10 songs, very factual, you know, like may public early access. That's not real. Whatever you heard of or whatever you're thinking. Kasi mahilig tayo as social beings to assume, 'di ba, na oh, ganito yan, ganito yan. No. Sure, ako as tao, kaya kong sabihin na, oh, kaya kong i-predict yung ganito. Kaya kong i-predict din yung si ganito, si ganyan, yung government, kaya kong i-predict ganito yung mangyari, ganito yung magiging social narrative. Kasi gagayahin lang naman sa ibang bansa. Pati gets ko na kung sino yung magiging next na presidente, blah blah blah. Ay, ganito lang yan. Sure, I could be like that. But no, I'm not. First of all, I'm not interested. Second of all, it's very predictable. Third, I'm talking about my stuff. Like the only way I could put out good content if I talk about my stuff, if I put out my content on my platform. And that's always the parang ano yun basis. This isn't a commentary. I already did commentary, so that's why I wrote a book. I mean, the commentary here is like, if you're one of those people who are looking for updates, I just think that the more fact training, factual training that you can parang carry with you. And let me end with this, I guess. The more factual training that you can end with you, that you can train within you, the more na maintindihan mo kung paano pinapatakbo yung truth, or like yung or reality. That's not just truth, but like just like reality. Because most of us growing up, we do kind of want to have a call on what's real, and then we share that. We're social beings. That's horizontal. But what political thinking really is like almost always related to leadership, vertical. Parang ano yan naisip ko kanina, hindi, yung Diyos can stand alone But the political social being cannot stand alone. It is directly under what's on top. Directly under, as in, paganon. So, you can't be political. I can't be a status musician thinking about everyone else. I can only be a status musician thinking about who's directly under this umbrella with me. So parang that's how I see things now. Regardless of how crazy that is, that's really how I make music. Especially after the Green album, after the Blue album. So this Red album, I thought I was gonna, say that it's personal. No, it's just very familiar and like, that's how I explain it. Parang the biggest mistake people are doing are like thinking that political is for everyone. No, it's not. Political is very specific under the tree kind of thing. So that's just where I am, like as a review. So this is the status Myujishanshippu update po ho. Ganun na. Nasa ganyan na ako. And I hope you enjoyed listening to this. Because, like I'm still part of a group of people who are still producing. So there is a problem with algorithm and like, wala tayong Patreon, wala tayong culture of, walang nagdedictate ng culture ng internet dito So pag hindi nalalaman ng ibang tao na sira po yung sistema Wala po kasing walang way for people to know what's really happening deep in the mountains, like sure, you are so blessed if you can know, and if you can know before other people, but think of the laggards, think of the yung mga nasa alam pa rin nila, alam mo yun, nasa budots pa lang sila. But I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but I'm saying that, like as a review, again, there is people, especially producers, have a responsibility to create for the reality they know. And then my reality specifically, is experienced through a video these days. And you know what? Tomorrow I could easily, or next week, I could easily create another video and talk about that kind of reality, and it's gonna change. So it's that fast. So I don't know if that makes sense. It should make sense, diba? Parang, yeah. I'll end there. Again, reminders lang, there's going to be a public early access of the album. If you have questions, just let me know, or what you want me to like vlog about. And then yun, salamat for listening throughout this update. That's it. My name is Rez. See you guys soon.